Let's check out this picking exercise. It's going to get your alternate picking in tip-top shape, right? Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. It's been a hot minute since I've been on here. I was busy last week with Thanksgiving and all, but happy to be back on here and showing you a cool little alternate picking exercise. Let's take a look at this. So I took this idea from, it was a commercial back in I think 85. It was for Pepsi. And it was, if I'm not mistaken, I could be completely wrong on this, but it's Denny Graham from Honeymoon Suite who was in the commercial, but it was Vinnie Moore playing the guitar part on it. Why? I have no idea. Denny Graham's a badass guitar player. He could have played it himself. But I'm almost positive that's who's in the commercial. I don't know. Denny, if you're watching, confirm that for us if you get a chance. Anyway, it's a cool little exercise. I didn't. It's not the lick that's on that commercial, but it's the same type idea of what I'm doing on this exercise. And I always use this exercise when I'm kind of warming up, just to get my fingers moving. And in this case, normally what I always do is I always film myself when I'm practicing. You never know when something cool is going to pop out and some fun idea or whatever it may be. In this case, it was Leo the Pomeranian interrupting me. And after he did that, I started thinking about that. I've never done a mini lesson on this little exercise. It's super cool, and it will definitely improve your alternate picking. So let's jump in. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so I'm doing this. I was playing over an E minor pad, but you can do this in G also. But it's just basically we're just staying on the top two strings. Okay, so we're just ascending up either however you want to look at this, an E minor scale or a G major scale. I always look at the major. So let's just take a look at the notes that we're playing on this on the first string. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the second string. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a picking pattern on this of 6 notes. Okay, we're going to do 6 notes on the E string, and then we're going to go down to the B string and play the same pattern of 6 notes there before we ascend up to the next position. So the cool thing about playing 6 notes in the pattern is that it's going to leave your pick always with a downstroke to start the next sequence, which makes it easier when you're alternate picking. Now, do I recommend doing that with everything that you do in alternate picking? Absolutely not. I think you should alternate pick and be able to comfortably switch strings no matter if it's an upstroke or a downstroke. So in this case, for this exercise, we're using a 6-note sequence. So let's check out the sequence real quick. That's the whole thing right there. So it's super cool. It's not a difficult sequence to play, but it's a difficult sequence to play at a higher tempo. And so you really got to take this slow, get your fingers under it, and make sure that you have it clean before you start jumping up to your tempo. It's super cool. Again, you can use it, and this was E minor I was just messing around with. I'm playing with symphony tomorrow night, and we're doing Sarajevo Trans-Siberian Orchestra, so I'm just coming up with ideas in the key of E minor, since that's where they're giving me a ride to kind of stretch out in. Anyway, who knows if I'll use that one or not. Maybe we'll get some footage of it, and if I do, I'll post it here so you can kind of see it in action. But again, you want to take this stuff super slow. The cool thing about it, when you're taking it slow, you're going to build up that knowledge of where everything is on the fretboard. You're going to get so comfortable with all these positions that you'll know exactly where you are. It's just a great thing. I mean, I use this when I warm up. So I've always used this when I warm up. I've been playing this sequence for a long time. I mean, back since probably late 80s, after I kind of figured out what was going on with the Vinnie Moore example that he was doing on there. It's killer stuff. It's just going to make you a better player. It's going to get your picking hand in sync with your fretting hand, and you're just going to start flying all over the fretboard. Trust me, you'll see. If you take it slow and practice, it will happen. Let's take a look at the intro thing also that I did. I did a little Yngwie thing on that. A little bit different pattern, but still staying with the same scale. I'm just playing it on the high E string on this. Let's take a look at this. So that's another alternate picking exercise that you can use to improve your picking. Again, this is a super cool lick also. It's really useful. And you'll see I was kind of just breaking up the pattern in there. You know, something like that. So there's 2 exercises you can use to improve your alternate picking. Take both of them slow, build up your tempo, have fun, go turn some heads with this stuff. I'll see you guys next time.